Hey, what's up, YouTube? Liger here. I'm gonna be recording the Dragon Age series, trilogy or so. Wife's been wanting me to play it for a while now. I've been wanting to play it, but just not really prioritized it. A couple of our friends have started playing it because there's a Dragon Age series that's out, and they want to watch it, and nobody wants to spoil stuff for me, so everybody's trying to keep hush hush. So I'm done lagging behind. I'm just gonna start playing this, try to get it done as fast as I can, and I'll be posting the videos as I can as well. So I'll be making episodes of this now. So hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, let's get started here. Game Origins.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Of course, going male. I don't know. Not a huge fan of playing female characters. I'm against it, but we're definitely going human. I'll play rogue because I like the ranged combat, but my wife keeps telling me that the human noble beginning and playthrough is the more ideal playthrough. This is my first playthrough, so Yeah, I've like started the game before here and there, but nothing stuck. So I'm gonna try it, give it a shot, cause guess there's a new series out, and my wife and our best friends want to talk about it and watch it, but nobody wants to spoil it for me, so I need to stop putting it off. All right.
Greetings.
Of course, gonna go with Liger. Just to annoy my wife. She hates it when I come up with that as my name. I went with 2 points into dexterity for the arrow piercing, and 2 points into cunning. And then I did 1 point into constitution. So next, let's do steal in there. Gonna be a sneak thief. Alright, so I'm gonna go archery here. Do rapid shot. No. Yeah, let's do melee archer. Definitely gonna keep it normal.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. But we both had less gray in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad. Oh no, I left them in Amaranthine, well away from the fighting in the south. They do send their best wishes. My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
A little flyer with the guy.
She's talked about you ever since she saw you at a fair in Denerim. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sound whiny.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, This is one of my sons we're talking about.
You know what? Heck yeah. Rather like the idea.
I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Oh, where is he?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Just a little adjusted to this. Alright, change my settings. So instead of Q and E moving side to side like whatever reason the default is, switched it to A and D like a normal movement. And I changed to Q and E to rotate the screen. Let's see, is there any door? I'm not seeing anything.
I shall do it.
Get used to this. I typically play first
evening, my
person
lord.
shooters.
It shall be done.
Alright, there's a book over here. Another book.
Very well.
Alright, let's
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you. Would it not make you feel better? The prophet Andraste herself once doubted the path before her. Perhaps we should pray as she did. Creator of the heavens, world and seas, we beseech you. Your son is astray, lost in the wood of desolation. May the flame of your truth guide him home. So let it be. I sincerely hope your soul is at ease. Now I shall pray for your father and your brother. Join in if your heart compels you. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
what's going on with her hand right here? Alright, well, anyway, say nothing.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Say nothing.
Your faith is silent tonight. I hope you are just deep in reflection. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Let's see. Could you answer a few questions?
I cannot. Many await my attendance before they march into the unknown. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Alright. They're telling me to... By the way, What happened to this guy? Why does he stop kneeling? Huh. I'll leave. No. What door? Oh yeah. Ooh, chest. Take all. Because I have no idea what some of that stuff means. Crap. Inventory? Yeah, here we go. Blood Dragon Plate. Oh, that sounds cool. Too bad it's plate armor. Cannot wear that. Alright, let's go here. Yeah, rogues get way more XP for the fact that you can open up all these doors that are typically locked to anybody else. There's another chest with some more plate armor. Oh, wait, that's my inventory. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Got these. My bad. Getting that a little mixed up there. What? Oh yeah. I don't know why I was gonna drag the screen.
Good evening, my lord. Good evening, my lord. Very well.
Chest unlocked. Alright, so this is the chest. Oh. Give me on my RPG plane bits. A little rusty. Some screaming going on. What's in here? No servants here. Cross. Open yet another door for another 5 XP that warriors don't get. I'm loving this rogue. Oh no.
It is begun. I shall do it.
I don't understand why they add stuff like that. You can't get into it, but it's in the beginning area.
As you say.
Let's see. This is gear. How do I level up? Check my level up progress. Here. Alright, so my XP's here. About movement. Oh man. Instead of doing that melee, I should have done that. See, my impatience of not reading screws me over. Alright, so I need to get this. Work on all these. Next time I level up, That's what I'm going for.
It has begun.
Oh, snap.
Oh, my lord, we were just,
Ignoring your duties?
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here.
Do you always question your duties?
No, my lord, of course not.
Right. Then perhaps you'd better get back to work.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Why are you looking for me?
I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Did the dog get into the ladder again? Larder?
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Guess I should go collect him.
That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Alright, need to talk to my brother first.
Your mother was quite specific. Unless the castle is under attack, you get that dog before doing anything else. Her words, not mine. Before we go, my lord, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
His name is Duncan. I met him.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
I'm gonna act dumb. I'm not certain. Maybe.
Maybe? Have mercy. Is he asking after me or not?
I really don't have time to gossip, Sir Gilmore. Oh,
Make
crap.
his breath. Are you
Wrong
certain?
button.
Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
Good evening, my lord.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Still the same taskmaster, I see.
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Alright, let's see here. Certainly, I'm happy to. I'd be happy to.
Wonderful. Oh, the Coastland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
Predate the founding of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
Your lecturing does lead to yawning.
A pity you don't spend the same care whetting the edge of your mind as your tongue. At any rate, your family has held the tournure of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Coastland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
And Galahad, let us keep the tyrant.
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
They opposed the king. Oh, wait, now, when was our line founded?
Well, records are vague, but the Coastlands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Not really.
Every day I pray to the Maker that my lessons will stick, and every day he tasks me anew. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Coastland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
Tell me about the relationship with Arl Howe.
The history between the Coastlands and the Howes reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
Go on.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the tourneur's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
You fought the Howes?
Your grandfather couldn't afford to lose Harper's Ford. In keeping the town, your family drove Orlais from its lands. The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Logain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn.
Time to end the lesson, I think.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself.
Alright, got some new codexes. Alright. I'm gonna do that. Oh, they won't. Let's steal his armor. Sell later.
It shall be done. As you say. I shall do it. As you say.
Alright, talk to Cook.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
I'm sorry he's bothering you, Nan.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Trying to tell me something, boy?
It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait. Did you hear that?
Gonna go with Riley. Oh, oops. That's my dog, Riley.
These creatures have no true reason to fight us.
Disgusting critters! This is like a bad adventure story! Make us break! Look at that one! Got one!
Very well.
Thank the maker!
Shall be
Giant
done.
rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Certainly looks that way.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Don't tell her there's just a bunch of rats in here. Bleeding all over the floor. Targeting.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, it was defending your larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
My faithful warhound made sure it's safe.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about. Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes? Adney, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable old bat.
Old bat, am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearths, and no complaining.
Any more rat problems?
Don't even mention that. These two will run like a pair of frightened kittens, and then where will I be? Thank you for coming to your old nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more trouble than he's worth. He is. And don't start with me. You've gotten all you're getting today. But what about you, my lord? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope?
Of course.
Good. I'm not exactly privy to your goings-on now that you're grown. Just an old nanny, never invited to your father's fancy meetings. Do you remember that bedtime tale I used to tell you, the dog that bit?
No, not too well. No.
Bless me. I used to tell you that one every night, I did. I thought it was your favourite. Before our fathers' fathers came down from the mountains, a warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief. They named him Hahaku and gave him everything. He grew up a fine, strong pup, destined to be the partner of the chief's eldest son.
Dog found the idea tedious.
The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and the time for the chief's son to take a warhound came closer. Hahaku's pride swelled, and many of the people of the tribe came to the chief, quietly whispering of this dog's bullying. With each complaint, the chief saw only Hahaku's strength and pride, and sent his people away. But as his son grew, the chief watched more closely. The day might come when his boy's life would depend on this dog. If the humblest of his people would not trust Hahaku, how could he?
So he made a weaker dog his son's partner.
There are many kinds of weakness. You'd do well to remember that. When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly waiting to be called, but the old chief chose Hahaku's brother as his son's hound. Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand.
That was a mistake.
The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village, seeking shelter in the tents and kennels. The other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Before the chief could reach him, the tribe had torn Hahaku apart. Now, what should you carry from this tale?
They respect all equally.
Very true. Hahaku thought himself above the others and expected his position to protect him. But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave, hmm?
Why did you tell me that story?
It's a story worth repeating. That's all. Be off with you then. Tell your brother farewell before he rides off to war.
And my dear Bryce bought this pack from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes, Mother. Nan is back to work as we speak.
You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Of course, it is good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's riding with your father tomorrow.
It's good to see you again, my lord.
You, Dyron.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra!
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
May I go now, Mother?
Of course, darling. You must have many things to do before Fergus and your father leave.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Bad feeling.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty, and we have ours.
Did you know Did you know there's a Grey Warden here?
I love you, my darling boy.
Oh my gosh.
You know that,
Clicked the
don't
wrong
you?
button.
Indeed. I turned around, and here you are. A fine man in your own right. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. Go do what you must, then. I will see you soon.
Cannot wait till the second one. I think the second one where all the reading is done for you. I'm terrible at reading. So apologies if I read anything wrong and or mispronounce. Man, is there a bow anywhere? Really want a bow right now.
Good evening, my lord.
Bro, why are you staring at the wall here? Is there? You know there's a wall there, right? Alright, well.
Very well.
Alright, key required. But this says key required. Key required. Only option left. Let's go in here. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh crap, key required. Yep.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Should I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
Wish I could go with you.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
You'll be missed, brother.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
And miss having both my children in one place before I leave? Not likely.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
Mother can handle herself, always has.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Saving game. Ooh. Any goodies in here?
You should be on your way, pup. Long day ahead tomorrow.
about this Grey Warden.
Ah, I was wondering how long this would take. Has he asked to recruit you?
And if he did?
If he did, then I would have to consider it. If a blight is truly upon us in the south, then Grey Wardens will be needed. There is no higher calling. If it comes to that, we can talk about it when I get back. Until then, just show him every courtesy. Duncan is a fine man. And a hero.
Sending all our forces south. A good idea.
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here. In case.
Case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
I'll do my best, Father. I swear it.
I know you will. You are a Kuzland, after all. But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us.
Sure, you'll be alright.
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my cherished son. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Kuzlan name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear boy. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
I'll go now.
I know that you'll do me proud. You've grown into a fine lad. That much is clear.
Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you join us for the next episode. And as always, stay safe.